This is Raven Dana, and thanks for joining me. Come, walk between the worlds with me. I want to talk a little bit about balance. The equinox. We just had the equinox, and it's that time when all over the world there's about almost perfectly equal amount of light and darkness. So we share this moment of balance, and I just am inviting you to think about that. What does balance mean to you? And I think for some people, there's an unrealistic expectation that every day is going to be in balance. There'll be a certain amount of this and a certain amount of that, and a certain amount of work and a certain amount of rest. And I just want to give you the idea that balance is dynamic. You could have 2 or 3 days of incredible, intense activity, and as long as that's balanced by a few days of rest and recovery, balance is present. So I want you to take a look at your life and let yourself have a little more freedom in following your intuition, in following your passions and your drive. If you feel like doing nothing for a few days, please don't hound yourself. Do the nothing. Do that nothing, because there will be a time, something will come up where the energy that you've reserved or restored by doing that downtime will be needed and required to do something else. So I'm inviting you to let go of your mental constructs about what balance really is, because the truth of the matter is, the more we try to strive for balance, the less balance we're going to find. It's not an idea. It's not about creating that perfect something on either side of the balance point. It's about being in the flow. So when we're truly balanced, we're in the flow. We're in that river and we're moving, and we're trusting that sometimes the current will be slow and meandering, and that's perfect. And sometimes there will be rapids and we'll be hurtling down, holding on for dear life, and that's okay too. And sometimes we'll find a little place in the river where we're drifting off to the side and we're just stopped under a tree for a while staring at the sky. It's all fine, everything, as long as we're in that flow and not trying to force the river. All of it, in the big picture, is creating that balance. So let yourself off the hook. Stop pushing and trying and struggling and striving, and allow. Let yourself have a little more faith in you, a little more trust, not in your mind, not in your analytical skill, because that land of assessment and story making does not create balance or happiness for that matter. It just creates a lot of chaos and a lot of storytelling that then we have to go back and sort out at a later time. So let that go, at least for today. Let that go. And let's do a short meditation in honor of the equinox for balance. Okay, get yourself comfortable. Find a place with your back supported and allow your eyes to close. And just breathe. Allow your breath to be slow and deep, and follow the flow of the air as it moves in and out. Be mindful of the sensations of breathing. Feel the way the air flowing into your body is different from the feeling of the air as you exhale. Breathing in cool and dry. Exhale warm and moist. And there in itself is balance. Relax. Feel your body settle down on the surface beneath you. And let yourself float on the sensation of breath. rising up and drifting down like a leaf dancing in the breeze, like a swing going back and forth effortlessly. As you relax, your mind becomes quiet, and in that quiet space, images begin rising up around you. And you find yourself walking up a narrow path. You can hear your feet crunch against the dirt and gravel on the path. On both sides of the path, spring grasses are blooming. There are little flowers dotted all along the path's edge, and the grasses are bright and green. It's very early in the morning. The sky is light, but the sun has not quite risen. The birds are singing, and the path winds around to the left, and up ahead of you, you see stones, a cavern-like structure made of stones, big, square-cut, beautiful stones. And you see that the path takes you right there, right to it. And you're not sure where you are exactly, but this place feels right. It feels sacred, ancient. And you walk between the stones. And you enter a long, narrow passage. And right in the center of that passage, there's a stone that looks like a bench or a seat. And there you sit. There's a beautiful silence in there. You can hear the birds, and they seem different, almost louder somehow. And yet, there's a very particular kind of quiet. And you just sit, and you look down the long corridor and out across a grassy expanse, and you can see all the way to the horizon. And just then you realize what's happening. The sun is starting to rise above the horizon. That glow in the distance, that light is getting brighter. And you feel so excited. You realize this is one of those places that once the sun actually rises, it will shine right through this opening. You can barely contain yourself. You feel excited and happy and privileged to be in this place. And then here it is. Here comes the sun, and this beautiful beam of light fills that space, lights you up, casts your shadow behind you. And for a moment, You step up and turn, and you can see your shadow. And you step aside so that the sun shines all the way through to the opening that you entered. And you sit again, bathed in that rising light. Knowing that it won't last very long, that it will continue to rise and will move past this point. But right now, in this moment, this perfect moment, you sit and close your eyes and feel the brilliance of the sun washing over you. And in that moment, you can feel the presence of all those who have been in this space before you, of those who have waited for this moment every year. Equinox, the balance point of the year. And this time for you, it is spring. But elsewhere in the world, it is the fall equinox. But what you feel as you sit in the bright light of a new day is that the sun shines on us all. We are connected in the light, and all is well. And as you're having that thought, an errant cloud passes in front of the sun, and for a moment you lose the light. And then it's gone, and the sun is brighter than it was before. And you let it fill you, every cell. You absorb that light like a sponge soaks up water. And you close your eyes in that place and you breathe, mindful of your breath. You begin to travel, bringing back this moment, this balance, this connection, bringing it back into your body, into the moment, into the room in which you rest. You begin to fill your body with your own awareness, noticing the sensation of clothing, noticing the movement of your breath. And there you sit for another moment, eyes closed, breathing, feeling that sacred connection of all people having the same sun, the same light, warm and guide, illuminate. And with that thought, that warmth, that feeling, you return fully now to the moment, and allow your eyes to open. And when you see the sun next, take a moment. Let the sun bathe you. Breathe it in. And remember that we are all connected in the light of the sun. And there is balance. Thank you for tuning in with me today. This is Raven Dana, walking between the worlds, and I'll see you next time.